Greetings, I'm Zak. Now, today I wanted to do something slightly different, and that is the fact that I never usually comment on the politics of the film and TV industry. However, there was a headline that was obviously grabbing all of social media a couple of days ago, and that was the fact that Kathleen Kennedy, the kind of CEO, say what you want about her, but the CEO of Star Wars and was kind of like the main figurehead for that, was going to step down. Now, okay, that isn't actually the case. She is not stepping back from that particular role, and I believe that she's got more projects lined up going down the line. Now, what I want to talk about more in this video is the fact that I feel like a lot of people thought that was great that she would be stepping back from it, and in a way I would be inclined to possibly agree with you in that particular sense, because as of recent releases of Star Wars, I do feel that it has stepped possibly in the wrong direction when it comes to these things. I mean, just looking at things like The Acolyte and indeed Skeleton Crew of all things. Now, I have seen quite a few of the episodes of those. Now, I just feel like the decisions made in the creative process, it's very much for the show, to be showy as opposed to flesh it all out. It's kind of weird, the ideas floating around in that kind of world of Star Wars at the moment. I mean, even the the sequel trilogy, that did kind of step away from the likes of the expanded media and things and whatever. It was an interesting choice that they went for, and the whole kind of somehow Palpatine return nonsense, that was a bit stupid. Now, hypothetically, if she were stepping away from it, I do feel as if that might actually have a beneficial effect on the Star Wars franchise. However, just to put the rumours to bed, it isn't. That's not happening anytime soon, apparently. Now, should the releases and things regarding Star Wars and that be along the same lines for years to come, then perhaps we would see that sooner rather than later. I don't know. I'm not really for or against it. I'm just hypothesizing here. I feel as if it might be a good step for the Star Wars franchise, because, I mean, a lot of people say a lot of controversial things when it comes to big franchises nowadays, and I don't want to be one of those big players that says anything too off-kilter, because I don't want to offend anyone at all by any means regarding the videos I do. So it was an interesting bit of news that was obviously being speculated, but isn't true. And to be fair, I would like to see how things go with Star Wars, because I have been a big Star Wars fan throughout my entire life. I've got plenty of Star Wars physical media, collectibles, and the like. I mean, you just saw a SFX lightsaber, for goodness sake. Do you want to see it again? Anyway, so yeah, I'm interested to see where the Star Wars franchise goes. To be fair, if I had to pick any favourites of the recent series and things that they've had coming out recently, I would definitely vie for The Mandalorian. It does seem to be the thing that everyone goes for. Obviously, they are developing a Mandalorian and Grogu movie as well, which is really quite cool. And it'd be great if that was a big success, because I feel that's where the strength of Star Wars really lies. It is in the movies, not the series, because overall, when it comes to the series, much like Marvel, I have found it incredibly annoying sometimes, because something happens in the first episode, then something is resolved in the final episode, leaving, I don't know, 5-6 episodes in the middle for just random stuff to occur that really doesn't ring into anything else. That's annoying. Do you find that annoying? I find it annoying. And you kind of think to yourself, couldn't that have just been a movie? That is the thing when watching all these series that I just say to myself every single time. If you haven't got the quality of scripts, the ideas to really flesh it out as much as you can, then why not just make it a movie? Why not just make it the movie? Because as complicated as Star Wars is when it comes to lore and things, it doesn't have to be. But there seems to be that push always for new stuff to be developed, new storylines, new stuff. We've already got loads to be developing further than it already is, but we keep adding more things into the mix. I don't know where it sits with everyone, but that's basically my thoughts on it. I would have loved to have seen... so we got The Mandalorian. Obi-Wan Kenobi, that wasn't great in my opinion. I didn't see Ahsoka, but yeah, Skeleton Crew. That just felt like Goonies in space, and I feel as if Star Wars as a concept was just added onto the end to make it more watchable, and to be fair, that obviously didn't seem to work, so... I don't know who would take the reins of Star Wars beyond Kathleen Kennedy, but yeah, that's not gonna be a change that's happening anytime soon, unless obviously the worst happens for the Star Wars franchise, which we obviously don't want to happen because we're all fans of Star Wars, and regardless of what you feel about it at the moment, that's who's in charge of Star Wars, and that's how it's going to stay for the time being. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, please let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. And of course, please remember to subscribe. Oh, I could point at it with a lightsaber, or I could cut through it. Please, that looks so wrong. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.